Hello everybody, I'm the Hammer from the Hammer Game channel. Welcome back to HOI4 and to TNO. It's been a while, but we're back with this mod. And yes, we are going to be dropping into Russia again today because I love just uniting Russia in this mod. It's the one thing I do love about this mod. But anyways, let's hop in and see who we're playing as. Here we are. We're in Kemerovo today, currently ruled by Rurik II. We do currently have 6 national spirits. We have Esoteric Kingdom, which is giving us some bonuses there to our organisation and attack, but planning speed's down. The 2 Wolves, which could be better. The King's Unions, which it's not terrible. The Kuznetsk Basin, the Flight East, and the Legacy of the Siberian Plan, which is doing nothing currently. So we're going to start off with the reign of the Mad King. The Mad King has also decided upon strengthening the military in order to strike out against our neighbours, which he sees as rebellious subjects. Oh, right, okay. I forgot they have this thing. Like, I do quite like TNO. Like, I do think it's got some nice, interesting routes to play. Just the user interface, I just don't love completely. Yeah, we've only got 3 divisions right now. That's not exactly ideal considering we're surrounded by enemies. Okay, so Prince Yuri, I don't know if that's how you pronounce that name, but he is the son of King Rurik, and he wants to actually change things and try and help the people of the kingdom. I think we do have the choice to actually have the prince take over, but I don't know if we'll do that yet. We'll keep it in mind. Do we want to be a kind of wholesome nation? I'm not too sure in this world. The Legacy of the Siberian Plan. Currently workers' discontent is low. The Wolf Princess. Princess Lydia, so that'll be the prince's sister, of course. She has enjoyed watching her father make decisions. A ruler had to be decisive. A wrong decision could turn the entire empires upside down. Monarchs are the best for laying down the law of the land. So her goal wasn't to sit in Kemerovo and try to grow more food for the people while bandits continue to raid farms and murder their owners. Her goal, their family's goal, was to reunite Russia. Only then could people be fed and their lives be improved. Okay, that's not too bad. I do immediately want to get rid of you, though. The King's Industry, the King's Society, the King's Army. I guess we'll go down the middle right now to the King's Society, because it looks like we've got to choose between either the prince or the princess immediately. You seem like you're more wholesome. Yeah, he wants to do reforms to increase freedoms and powers of the people. I believe you want to do the complete opposite. Yeah, he doesn't want to give up power at all. I think I might actually go with the Wolf Princess, as she was referred to. Okay, so now that we've taken that, we can meet with industrialists, assert Kingsguard influence, and expand mining operations, all of which give us nice wee bonuses for 70 days, and then it increases the influence of Princess Lydia 1, actually decreasing the influence of the prince. Might as well just start them off. It will be interesting to see what happens regarding the takeover of power, because I'm assuming Rurik is going to disappear at some point, hence why it's wanting us to increase the influence of whoever we want to take over, I'm guessing. Well, King Rurik has attempted to bring his 2 children together and just have a nice wee day with them, and he has tried to end their squabbles, basically. So he started off by trying to steer the conversation towards something all of them could enjoy, and that's the unification of Central Siberia under him. However, Lydia has taken the conversation in a different direction, saying that if they want to unify the region, the military needs more funding, which has resulted, obviously, in Yuri getting involved, saying more has to be done for the subjects, and they've started to have an argument, with the king eventually telling them both to shut up. And yeah, he brought them here so he could finally get them to work with each other for the sake of the kingdom, but yeah, it's not going to happen, I don't think. It's not going to happen at all. Okay, there's a few wars started to kick off over here between some warlords. This is still ongoing, and it's an interesting border. Oh, there we go. Buryatia and Sablin has come out on top. Princess Lydia has planned to set up a proposal to the Economic Minister, Lev Vozneski, I don't know if that's right, which would to undermine the current rights of workers, but significantly increase the extent of our production. Yeah, because that's not going to backfire, it's already causing some worker discontent. Excellent. The AV50 is now in production. Wonderful. So thanks to the princess's efforts and the Royal Minister of Finance, the market squares and commercial districts of Kemerovo are now bustling with life, which is good for the economy. However, the prince and his supporters have complained that although this has been a success, it's come at the cost of workers' well-being. Yeah, good and bad comes with our decisions, of course. Everything's got its consequences. Every action does. I think I'll go with lines of infantry after this. I'm not really that interested in getting tanks right now. We'll maybe get some later on, but I think that equipment's better for us right now. There's wars breaking out left, right and centre over here in the far east of Siberia. There's a lot of fighting over here. I'm just waiting for things to kick off where we're at though. Prince and Princess settled at least somewhat. King Rurik II has decided to look beyond the borders of Kemerovo. Every king wants to expand their realm and Rurik is no different. Okay, so the decisions category is unlocked, and would you look at that, a new part of the tree has opened up. Oh, the Siberian Black Army has declared, okay, they're at war with 3 people. Oh, this could get messy very quickly. Okay, we're getting involved as well. Hopefully we can take the majority. Okay, Tomsk is at war with Novosibirsk as well. The Shield Maidens. King Root looked over the courtyard from the front of the palace. Before him, over 1,000 women stood at attention. These were the first recruits of the newly formed Shield Maidens. The Shield Maidens were led by one Anna Kotsur, a Ukrainian nationalist who had been transported between various gulags before ending up in Kemerovo. Okay, so she becomes a general for us. Oh, the siege of the capital is underway. Excellent. And we've secured the railway junction. Right, I'm trying to think who's best to go for next. Who's the strongest, actually? Okay, let's knock out them. Let's go. I think this is definitely the right move. Go on, we're pushing our capital right now. Yes, with the aircraft plant. And we've taken them down. Nikolai Andreev was dragged in King Rurik's throne room and forced to his knees before the king. He was bruised and bloodied. The once charismatic general now was quiet, his eyes staring at some unknown point of interest on the floor. Yeah, I think we'll go for the second option. So we're going to offer amnesty to some Krasnoyarsk officers in exchange for oaths of loyalty. Okay, I don't mind that at all. On the sober floor, the conquest of Novosibirsk has brought a great deal of resources to the kingdom, so we could go for the prince's labour reforms, which helps the trade unions, or we can go with Princess Lydia's status quo, which increases the GDP for us in Novosibirsk. Yeah, obviously we're going to go for the princess. Oh, it's happened. Mr. Mustache Man is gone, and I'm actually moving my troops to the other side of the front because that is where the majority of their troops are, and their capital's out that way as well. Oh, we're laying siege to the capital. Borders have got a wee bit messy, not gonna lie. Oh, thank heavens for that, we won. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and favour Lydia's Shield Maidens. Wow, okay, one of them's gone already. Fair, not that was unexpected, but it was just so quick. Postpone the rivalry. I'm interested in this, a family meeting. So King Rurik has got his children together and he's basically demanded that they unite together whilst the nation is at war because the kingdom cannot take their squabbling because it's causing some divides across the kingdom which it cannot take, so the arguments are going to be postponed until after the war. So they have left and hopefully they are going to unite for the time being. We are looking pretty nice right now. I don't know what's really going on with here. Princess Lydia of Kemerovo was assigned the title of Governor of Tomsk, and she quickly solidified her rule over the city. She was quick to strip the former police of Tomsk of their weapons, replacing them with loyal Kemerovo soldiers, and any dissent was crushed with force. Okay, we'll see how Tomsk does under her rule. Be interesting to see who wins across the board now, to see who the final 4 contenders will be. Okay, that's not probably the worst outcome, to be fair, because he is a reformed National Socialist. Germany actually lost some of their Antarctic holding, with the Uruguayan Antarctic Institute now existing, and Brazilian Antarctica. There you go, German Civil War's over. Oh, I didn't realise the Divine Mandate has showed up. The Grand Principality of Central Siberia has now been united under King Rurik II. Long may he reign. Rurikid diplomacy. Emissaries to the Rising Sun. The 2 emperors. Final clash determine who succeeds a Oh dear. Well, I believe we should probably start working through that. So we're going to gain cores on North and South Ivankia, and we're going to become owner and controller of those territories. I'm assuming that's going to be the northern territories. Okay, it was some of the northern territories. I'm hoping we can get the rest. Oh nice, okay, we've done it. Wonderful. General strikes. That's exactly what we need right now. How is the worker discontent? King has been speaking to Boris, his other son, about what to do and Boris has pretty much told him that he's tried what he could, and as sad as it is to see them fighting, there's probably only one way their differences can be settled. So yeah, they're going to have a clash, and I'm guessing one's going to die. Call for an uprising. The Revolt of Tomsk. That's exactly what I was really wanting right now. The Revolt of Tomsk. Nice Siberians Workers Federation. Right, how many divisions you got? 8 to 11. Right, let's put these workers down, batter them straight with Tomsk. Oh. Well, there we go. The workers have been put down. Novosibirsk is the most obvious choice, being the largest, most populous city in all Siberia and a vital industrial centre. Yeah, let's go for there. And it actually takes it a little bit further away from the main border we're going to be fighting on. Well, President Kennedy has just been assassinated in the United States. So has Speer actually done anything yet? Bohemia's gone. Oh my days, Ukraine's going after Poland? That's an interesting move. Well, we know who one of our rivals is for the tail end of the war. That's going to be the West Siberian Provisional Authority. Omsk, unified West Siberia. Apparently Germany's returned to Antarctica. They didn't really leave, they were always here. Okay, there's a big push here between these two. Samara has between 12 and 59 divisions. Well, I don't think they're going to be losing. I think that's obvious as much. Oh, India's in a war right now. The Republic of India and the Azad Hind government. Oh, Subhas Chandra Bose is here. They're a member of the Co-Prosperity Sphere, so it's in Japan's interest if they win. Okay, that's a lot of wars. Okay, it's a civil war in Indonesia. Right, I can imagine that Samara is going to emerge victorious. So men with large fuzzy hats and dark red coats with detail parts covering them from head to toe. It looked medieval. So that's what Rurikid fashion is. A more medieval look. Well, just notice Germany has made some significant gains. They've got Poland back, and they've pushed back into the Baltic states. Oh, the Africa Shield is about to be completely defeated as well. I have a funny feeling Reichskommissariat Moskauen is going to rejoin the Germans as well. And there we go. The Republic of South Africa is looking pretty thick. So another family meeting has taken place. He's actually been referred to as a prince this time. Prince Boris has met with his father in an attempt to resolve the issues between Princess Lydia and Prince Yuri. It hasn't went well. In fact, Lydia has declared the entire affair a waste of time and has stood up and left, and so has Yuri. They tried their best. Looks like there's nothing him and Boris can do. Finally, we have a winner. Cheetah has won Mikhail II, so we're going to have a little showdown. So the king has finally done it. He has announced who his successor is going to be because he is just fed up with the prince and princess bickering with one another. So he thinks it's better for him and the principality in general for him to name who it is. And of course, Lydia has been named as the next ruler. So thanks to us now having chosen a successor, it's now up to King Rook II to determine the next course of action. Well, that's that part of the tree finished for the time being. The king basically just took a quiet moment there to just reflect on things at this moment in time, and he's now put himself back to work. Wonder if it's maybe worthwhile reaching out to others right now. Well, that's good. We've now got a functional administrative system. Excellent. Yeah, we are still actually reviving Norlisk as well as expanding the Sakup expedition, so we are continuing our endeavours in the north of our territory. On the plus side, Cheetah's not that far into their territory in comparison with what it could have been if it was Magadan that had emerged victorious, because that's way over here. Germany's well and truly retaken power in Europe. All of the old Reichskommissariats have been re-secured, even Ukraine's back under their control. Oh, the Central African Republic's here now as well. They've merged into one. 3 OFN-controlled nations. It makes sense, just hopefully they keep it together. I have a funny feeling they will break down. Okay, the Royal Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been created. So it's time to seek recognition, I guess, from Japan and America. That's the two routes we've got. Oh my days, we have forged a diplomatic connection with the Empire in the East. Let's see if we can expand on that and get the Zaibatsu to invest in the nation. Oh dear, the West African War's kicked off thanks to France lighting a bit of a fire and declaring war on somebody. Ah, damn it, the Japanese have declined to invest. I did think it was probably going to be the outcome. Subhas Chandra Bose was victorious and he has immediately joined the Japanese faction. Okay, so we've opened diplomatic relations with the United States of America as well. Well, they give the event a madman's request. Let's see how well this goes. Oh yes, and the Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia has been formed under... Oh. It's now Sergei Bunyachenko. Vlasov is gone. Alright, okay, that was out of nowhere. And the Free French are dead. The Republic of Guinea and the West African Alliance are steamrolling their way through Western Africa. Well, I can't imagine the National Protection Army is going to do very well here. I would love to be able to see how many divisions they've got, but I can't. They might do okay, but I'm not that hopeful for them. Oh, and yes, no shock there. The Americans have declined our offer and are not going to invest in the nation. Right, I think I'm quite content with what we've done there. Let's go back to our economy. We've done what I wanted to. Approach for investment from both USA and Japan and got nothing. Also, as expected, our investments into the north are completely done. So we now just have to wait to 1969 to prepare for war. Oh, it's underway. The Provisional Commissariat of Western Russia is going after Onega and hopefully into Finland. And Murmansk People's Republic's here. Well, this is not good. Subcontinental crisis escalates further. Significant contingents of both German and Japanese troops have arrived in Pakistan and India as tensions between the superpowers ratcheted up to levels never seen before. Diplomats from both sides have insisted the measures are for purely peacekeeping purposes, yet nonetheless skirmishes across the border have only increased in intensity and violence. International observers worry that if neither side relents, the only outcome is thermonuclear warfare. Right, okay, we've sorted out our industry for the time being, so we've got 3 focuses over here to do. And that is it. Well, and then the army. We'll focus on the army first. Well, I'm very glad to see that's the outcome. However, they probably could have pushed for more. So you know how tensions are rising over here? Well, Pakistan's just been abandoned by the Germans. So I have a funny feeling the Republic of Hindustan is probably going to invade them momentarily. And then, yeah, we're going to survive for a little bit longer. Well, I'll be honest. I didn't see the war go ahead, but Pakistan is gone. They have been defeated. Hold on a minute. America has sent experts to us. They've actually agreed to send skilled industrial experts. Australia tests its first nuclear weapon. Well, okay, that's interesting. Oh, I wasn't expecting that already. But, they're at war. And I have a funny feeling that, Western Russia is going to come out on top. They are ridiculously strong. And the OFN blew it in Africa. It has collapsed. Wait, what did that war start over? Because they're now at peace. Was that over Orenburg? Surely not. Well, we are on to the last focus, so yeah, we're going to have nothing to do soon until the rest of 1968's all the way. Right, I'm hoping the divisions aren't going to struggle with supply when they head out back here, because I have spent some time doing up infrastructure. Excuse me, Omsk? They've condemned us. Refugees fleeing from the vengeance of obsessed lands administered by Omsk have notified us of internal propaganda being disputed in their territory, apparently with little more than rapacious warlords here to profit off the dark age of Russia, yet simultaneously we're naive idealists who are incapable of making the hard choices needed to ensure Russia's survival in the face of the Great Trial. Regardless of the international inconsistencies, this marks a notable moment in relations with the Black League, and it seems war will be on our frontier before long. That doesn't matter, because they are useless anyways. Civil war in Kazakhstan. The Socialist Republic of Kazakhstan is at war with the Organization for the Preservation of the Soviet Union. Cold days. Unfortunately, going by the recent actions, it seemed that all hopes of peace with the Far Eastern Imperial Realm has been dashed. In an announcement from Chita, the Far Eastern state has claimed that we are a legitimate state. Right, time to mobilise for war. Probably start the war off once. Well, 90 days pretty much. Because this is just giving us factory output and GDP growth. Okay, they've properly started the war, and I am going to do the same. Okay, the war is going pretty good. Cannot complain. We have had a very good start. 152,000 killed. And we have taken their capital. Yeah, there's no really stopping us at this point. Oh, the Kazakhstan civil war is over. We've absolutely destroyed them. Oh, Yakutsk is the capital now. It's only a matter of time before they lose, and it does look like we're going to be having a showdown with Omsk. Fine by me, since we're passing terrible. Oh my days, I've just noticed how weak their divisions are. Oh, there we go. Omsk has emerged victorious, and there's the completion of our war. We're done. Good thing I saved all the political power. Let's go ahead and straight into integrating all that territory. So we now have to wait to 1971, so that's not too bad. And yes, we're now the Kingdom of Siberia. Princess Lydia is just taking a break from, I guess, her duties. She's having a nice wee wine on a balcony, looking out at the city of Novosibirsk, and she's reflecting on how she's went from a humble nurse to the very top of the royal court and has become the most powerful woman in all of Siberia. She's also reflecting back on the hard decisions she had to make when she played for the throne, and that's to make enemies with her own brother. Okay, we've commenced work on our supply line for the future war. We need to have that ready as soon as possible. Well, it wouldn't be TNO without a purge now, so yeah, let's purge the selfish. I'm not going to bother dealing with this right now. This is the last thing on my mind, getting atomic capabilities. I don't really care for that. We do have quite a good surplus on equipment. I wouldn't say quite good. We do have a really good surplus. Oh dear. Is this going to cut the run short? Oh my days, Leon de Grael and the Ordre National Belge. Don't drop bombs. I have a funny feeling he's probably going to win this, isn't he? Well, I'm kind of hoping he wins it because I have a funny feeling he'll probably nuke everybody if he loses. Princess Lydia has dealt with the prince. She's sending her brother to Chukotka to become the governor. It's basically a form of exile. From reading it, yeah, she's obviously trying to say it's a promotion, but he knows what's happening. Okay, so that's his farewell comment to her. Don't become a new tyrant of Russia. So he's gone. The prince is gone. To be fair to him, exile is better than getting executed, because that's where I thought it was going. Yeah, Himmler is going to survive this. He's going to emerge victorious. Well, there we go. He's survived, but I think that's pretty much taken him out of the equation in terms of what he can do. Oh no, why have you done this? Oh no. So we're dead. I'm assuming this is going to be the end. Germany control established over Burgundy. Are we safe? France is looking thick. Charleroi theirs. Burgundy's gone. Well, that's good. And Himmler's no more. That's not where I seen that going, to be honest. I did really think that was going to be the end of this. I really did think that was going to be the case. So Rurik II is finding himself increasingly frustrated by the effects of time. He's finding everyday tasks hard, and he's even struggling to get out of bed in the morning. He's very slow, and a snail would probably outpace him. And he has a chat with Lydia, and he asks her if the realm will be in good hands. And she has said pretty much yes. So Princess Lydia will lead us to glory. Just going to do a wee test of our supply along this front. It should be good considering I've completely worked on that. Well, I'm pretty sure this is when the oil crisis flags up because there's a lot of fighting over here. We're not going to be able to peacefully unite with Omsk, so yep, time to invade them. Omsk has a max manpower in their army of 355 basically. We have 676. Well, it's on the horizon. The last war. They get stuck in immediately because looking at their front line, it's dire in comparison to mine. Well, here we go. It's wartime. Oh geez, and Omsk is right on our border. Oh, we've just captured a pocket of their divisions. I'd be fairly confident in saying they're dead. As long as we don't bottle the encirclement, which we're trying really hard to do there. I think that is the majority of their army in here. They've got 26 divisions, but I don't think they're going to be able to stop us. Manpower is our only issue though. Oh, is that it? Yes, we've won. Well, with that done, time to core all the land. Excellent, that's going to hurt our weekly stability, but why not? It's fine, we're at 100% anyways. Advanced development phase as well for nukes. And obviously, the Kingdom of Rus. Our maximum credit rating will be raised, 1 research slot, and the bonus of the Siberian plan will be reduced by 45%. Oh, that's a shame. Stunning news has made waves throughout the world today as it seems that the broken nation of Russia has finally been made whole again. The followers of the eccentric Rurik II, the self-styled Tsar of all Rus, have achieved victory following a large-scale conflict with a rival government to their west. Have I played my part well? King Rurik II's end came gradually and then all at once. He had been on the decline for years, his body getting slower, aching more and more. Then one day he collapsed at a meeting, having to be rushed to his room by his own generals. Despite expert care, it soon became apparent to everyone the king was dying. His children didn't question his final words, perhaps assuming it was madness like others had done since the beginning. Perhaps it was madness, but that didn't matter. Russia was nearly whole again, united and strong. He had done all he could for the people. His heir would do so much more. Of that he was certain. While he had regrets, Rurut II, King of Rus, was satisfied with what he had built, and so Nikolai Ivanovich Krylov closed his eyes for the last time, his duty finally ending. So the Wolf Queen is taking over. All hail Queen Rognida. Rognida? Queen of Rus, the Queen's Guard declared to all gathered. Rognida listened as her subjects cheered on, her thoughts turning to what lay ahead. That's it. That's it done. Well, guys, I think that's where I'm going to leave this episode. I think that's us done. There's nothing else for us to do unless I turn Battle Royale mode on. But yeah, I think that's been a very, very successful game. We have successfully unified once again in Russia. And yeah, the Kingdom of Rus can enjoy whatever the future holds. And at least with this world, you don't have to worry about Burgundy blowing everybody up. It's just the three big ones that you've just got to worry about. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall be back very soon for something else. Until then, do take care. Cheer bye, then now.